Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Bringing it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone. He's knocked down at the 10. So Missouri's offense will get the first swing of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing up.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Westbrook. Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Here's a return from midfield. Wide open, and it's a foot race. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. So Alabama's offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Trying to bully their way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to throw. It's McLeod. Steps away to find some room. Touchdown, Bama! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back. Offense coming out on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to... squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to...
Breaks into the open. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last... Take a break. Him out. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Extra point here will tie the game. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can. They're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I'll tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches, so he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Let's talk about Alabama. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team of the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that #1 ranking Makes you not work as hard, gets you a little bit complacent, so that's the job of this coaching staff moving forward.
Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass, it's McLeod. Plucks it out of the air. Got room at the 35. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
Caught in the backfield, it's Smith.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll try the run. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your run.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This guy is just playing like an All-American his last couple games out now. Last game, he had 2 sacks. He just registered his 2nd sack in this game. He has been virtually unblockable.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they took... on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Fair catch called for and made. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The gift to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the 1st down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Trying to do it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're going to ride this running back. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of 1. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. To the air, it's Westbrook. Got him downfield. Turning it on. Got it out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another 1st down. Looking for room. It's Smalls. He breaks a tackle. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Trying to punch it in. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tigers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put it...
There he goes. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown tie. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Back to pass, it's Westbrook. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Got the tight end outside. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. Motion from the wideout. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got rid of it just in time.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. The defense, part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to, but in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Missouri! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. They'll give it to the back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
They want to run it left here. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Finds his man. It's Alleman. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Quick completion on the out route. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this This offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Scanning the field, it's McLeod. It's complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. At midfield, he's got room. Lots of running room. He's at the... And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Alabama!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. All wideouts, no backs. Looking downfield, it's McLeod. Finds his man, it's Smith. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Scrambling away. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7th. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. He'll set up to throw. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Hauls it in. Touchdown, Bama! A great catch and run for 6.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Looking to throw, it's Westbrook. Fires left. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time it's complete. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia.
Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner is stopped. Here comes that Alabama offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling them.
Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Finding an escape route. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. To the air, it's McLeod. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Quarterback moving. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It's 3rd and long. Let's see if he's got enough juice in that arm. Blasted as he lets it go.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
On 4th down, going to the air. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Dropping back, it's Westbrook. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. So Missouri will have to punt it away.
Number 18 in punt formation to kick it away.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he wants it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes a grab in the open. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the back. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's McLeod. Pulls it in, it's Alleman. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. A first down run in the red zone. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Power football with the run. Still running at the 40. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's McLeod. Working that left side now. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Smith. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Gets the back moving. Try to get it to the edge. Oh, he's got some space. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this.
Moving toward the end zone, ball out! And the defense... on it, and they get that turnover.
And this is one of those where you go, oof. You start to breathe a little deeper on the sidelines. You felt really, really comfortable having the big lead to +2 possessions in the 4th quarter. But now you gave the ball back. You put yourself in a position where you're going to have to earn it a little bit more now.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Reads it, fires complete. At the 35, he's loose. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Grab behind the line. It's Velasquez.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Westbrook. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Here's the heat. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They'll go to the air. Fires to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? looking to fire. Going for 6. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first in the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's McLeod. He rifles one deep to the left. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Wants to go up top on first down. Floats it out in space. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it. And
touchdown time! And the route is on. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Dropping back, it's Westbrook. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down miss. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Alabama! The defense putting points on the board. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his...
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Malls. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Lofts one high and deep. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's McLeod. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Floating away. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Alleman. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Then how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big.
Turning it on. This one's complete. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quick strike complete. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long. Early,
he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Looking for a man. It's McLeod. Grab near the marker. It's Good. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Alleman. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to take off. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can...
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
72, Missouri, 28.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds a tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense...